Hi, Assalamualaikum. How are you today? I hope you all in the pink of health. By the way, do you know the importance of planning Muslim heritage? As a Muslim, whether you have a small, medium, or large economic wealth or not at all, you need to plan for the future. And believe me, safe planning now can prevent any problems later on. So, let's watch this video. We will show you about the importance of Muslim estate division. So, what are the meaning of estate? The word estate refers to the property of a deceased person. Estate divides into two parts, which are written in will or not and corpus. There are two types of written in will or not. First, testate, which is written in valid will. And second is intestate, which is not written in a will. Small estate or non-small estate. Corpus also divided into two types, which are immovable and movable. Immovable, such as land, house, and anything belonging it, owned by the deceased, and land certificate. Movable, such as cash, share, savings, EPF, takaful, VC, firearm, and jewelry, owned by the deceased, certificates of deposits, and so on.
Types of wealth. First, small estate. Property left by the deceased without a will, consisting of immovable property only, or a mixture of movable and immovable property worth less than 2 million. Second, major estate. Property left by the deceased with a will, less or more than 2 million, or without a will, or partly without a will, and all worth more than greater than 2 million. Third, brief estate. Property left by the deceased without a will consisting of movable property only, and its value does not exceed. Examples of small and major estates are savings, cars, houses, and land. An example for a brief estate is savings only.
So, let's continue. Agency involved with the estate distribution. First, land administrator. Second, amanah raya. Third, civil court. Fourth, syariah court. First, land administrator. The land administrator is given the power and authority in dealing with the administration and distribution of small estate. In distributing the assets, the land administrator should take into account the 5 categories of religious or customary laws such as Muslim law, adat berpatih law, the native law of Sabah, and the native law of Sarawak. Second, Amanah Raya Berhad. According to Akta Perbadanan Amanah Raya 1995, ARB has been empowered to administer mawarits belonging to immovable property only, worth below than Rm600,000 ringgit. ARB managed cases like the deceased had written will if it only involved movable property only. Second, if the previous officer in charge died. And the third, if the previous officer unable to settle the problem. Third, Syariah Court. The particular function of Syariah Court is to determine the status of waris and the share of each waris. This rule is done by issuing faraid certificate for each case. And lastly, Civil Court. Major estate case must be applied in Civil Court. All matters pertaining to dispute between the heirs will settle in Civil Court.
Steps to be taken after death. Funeral. The first thing that needs to be hastened is the funeral arrangement. That, after completing the funeral process, The inheritors have to settle the debt of the deceased, whether it is a debt with Allah or a debt to human beings that can be paid by using the property of the deceased. Inheritance, the process of transfer of ownership, namely the process of the acquisition of power, the process of the administration, and the process of distribution to the eligible inheritors. Procurement of power. The inheritors must submit inheritance application at any of the small estate offices or the civil high court or amanah raya berhad. Administration. Inheritors make arrangement in administrative offices to liquidate assets. Division. Inheritors can agree on the division of the estate either fara'id or equally and receive a grant given by the property owner.
What are the issues related to the Muslim's estate?
Unclaimed property or frozen heritage has long been a problem for the community, and it has become increasingly chronic due to the increasing number of cases each year. In 2016, 60 billion ringgit of the deceased property is frozen, while in 2020, 70 billion ringgit of property is not claimed. This issue will not occur if it is resolved according to the prescribed procedure as mentioned earlier. There are three main methods of division of inheritance in Islam, namely wasiyyah, hibah, and fara'id.
What is the difference between these three methods?
Wasiyyah is a wish or desire expressed orally or in writing by a person about his property to be managed after his death. The will to the non-heir should not exceed 1/3 of the total value of the property. While hibah is a gift or grant of ownership from one party to another voluntarily on the basis of affection without expecting a replacement or exchange. And fara'id is division of estate after the death of a Muslim as stipulated by Islamic law to a legitimate and eligible heir. There is an initiative done by the Selangor Islamic Religious Council in dealing with the problem of estate distribution. The Selangor Islamic Religious Council has launched the e-wasiat system to enable Muslims to implement estate and will management more easily, quickly and effectively using online methods. Through this system, MAIS will implement the management and distributions of wills and estates in a transparent, fair and professional manner according to Islamic law to the beneficiaries and heirs. More than 2,000 users have used the e-wasiat service after its launch in April 2018 until January 2020. Muslims are encouraged to register early through e-wasiat in order to avoid any issues such as fights or inheritance disputes between heirs. To the people who want to get e-wasiat service can visit the website www.wasiat.com.my. Therefore, Islamic estate management is not something that can be underestimated. Indeed, understanding the method of division of property in Islam is very important and emphasized, even its implementation based on the rulings that have been stated in the Quran and Hadith.